Gosh, I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Hey guys, I'm back. I am back. It has been so incredibly long since I've made a video, and it's very, 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 very long overdue. So I'm so excited to say that I'm officially back, and hopefully I will be making more regular videos. So I don't even know where to begin. I've been gone so long. So last you probably heard from me, we had moved out of Thomas's parents' house into an apartment in the city where I got my first teaching job. So that was 2 years ago. Let me see. Because this is my 3rd year teaching. So we moved out the year that I got my first teaching job. I ended up working at that school for 2 years. So my first year of teaching, I was there. My 2nd year of teaching, I was there. Thomas also worked at the same school that I worked at. This new school year, I got a new teaching job at a different school, but we're still in the same area. The school was literally like 5 minutes away from my other school that I was at, so it was just the pay was a little bit better, and the school wasn't quite as rough as my last school. So that's where I'm at now. It is now February. Life is crazy. Coralie is 3 years old now. She turned 3 in October. Jaden is 7. He turned 7 in December, and he is in 1st grade. So also the school that we put him in when we moved here, when he started kindergarten, is the school where I'm at now. So I kind of moved to be with him in the same school building. So I get to take him to work with me every day, and I bring him home, and we're all in the same building, which is really, really nice. Thomas is still at the first school that I was at. So that's like the short and condensed version. Our lease is up in August at this apartment, and we are wanting to move out at that time. So main reason for wanting to move out is this apartment is a 2-bedroom. We have our bedroom, of course, and the kids share a bedroom. So my big news is I am pregnant with baby number 3. So this apartment is just it's not going to cut it. We need a bigger place. So we're going to hopefully be moving sometime in August. And I am due in August. So yes, I am pregnant. I am 12 weeks and 6 days, so I'll be 13 weeks tomorrow. And I have been meaning to make a video since I found out the day after Christmas. So life has just been crazy. Oh, and I forgot. Thomas and I got married on Thanksgiving. So we are officially married now. So yeah, I forgot about that part. So it's been so long, there's just so much I have to tell you that it's kind of overwhelming. So that's one of the reasons why I've been putting off making a video, because so much has happened and so much has changed that it's kind of overwhelming to sit down and, you know, make a 10-minute video trying to cram everything in. So I'll probably just have to end up filling you in as we go, and if you have questions along the way, please ask them, because you know, I can't even remember the last life update I've done. So I don't know what you guys do know and what you don't know. But yes, we're very excited. I found out the day after Christmas. If you followed my journey trying to conceive Coralie, we found out with her at when I was like 3 weeks pregnant. I found out way before my period was even due, because I was testing, because we were trying with her and I was testing, so I got a positive pregnancy test 9 days after ovulation. This time around, this baby wasn't exactly planned. It's kind of a surprise. We were open to the idea of having 3 children, but we weren't 100% sure that we wanted to have 3 children. We were kind of undecided. And most of you probably know, if you don't remember, we do natural family planning. I do not take any type of hormonal birth control, just for, you know, my own personal reasons. I don't like the way my body reacts to hormonal birth control. I just don't think it's healthy to be putting that in your body every single day. So ever since I had Jaden, I have not been on any type of hormonal birth control. And so we went, you know, Jaden is now 7, so we went 7 years without an accident. 7 years doing natural family planning with no issues, because like I said, Coralie was planned. But I keep saying like this is how foreign making videos feels for me, because I just keep saying But yes, we do natural family planning. I'm very in tune with my body. I know kind of when I'm fertile and when I'm not. I track my cycles, so I just know when to, you know, refrain, which is how we went so long without having any unplanned pregnancies. But so we got married Thanksgiving Day. No ceremony, nothing like that. Thomas's friend married us, and here at our apartment, we just had some friends together. We were playing cards, having a good time, and we just made it official that way. So because I wasn't having a wedding, because I wasn't, you know, going out with the ceremony and everything, it was really important for me to get married on November 26th, because that was the day Thomas and I started dating. So it's like our dating anniversary. And because we went so long, you know, being together, we have been together for 8 years. Because we were together for so long, it's kind of stinks that we can't, you know, count those years like in how long we've been married, because, you know, we weren't actually married. So that way, that now that we did get married on like our actual dating anniversary.
Hey, I'll get on to CVS. We're back.
Okay. Because we did get married on our actual dating anniversary, we can still be like, oh, well, we've been together 10 years, but we've been together 10 years today, even though we've only legally been married this many years. So that, just for me, that was really, really important. And it just so happened that November 26th of this year was Thanksgiving. So we had Thomas's friends. They came over November 25th. Thomas's parents took the kids for the evening, and we got married at like 12:01. November 26th. That way, because we knew everyone was going to be with their families for Thanksgiving, but it was incredibly important that we do it November 26th. So that was the story behind that. There was drinking involved that night. There was a lot of fun. We played a bunch of card games, and it was just a lot of fun. And so that was the night we ended up conceiving this baby. You know, we just let everything go, and we were living in the moment, and this is what happened. So obviously I don't know when I actually ovulated, so I don't know like the actual date of conception, but I know the night it happened, because like I said, I'm usually really, really good about knowing when I'm fertile, when I'm not, but you know what, we just let all that go. It was our wedding night, we lived in the moment, and what do you know, it only takes one time to conceive a child. So that's what happened. So we were very shocked. I wasn't, you know, I had no idea. Like, it's crazy to me to know that I found out at 3 weeks pregnant with Coralie, and this baby, when I found out the day after Christmas, I was already 6 weeks and 3 days before I found out. Like, my period was late. Like, I didn't even realize. I thought I was just like a couple days late, But then when I went back and looked in my phone, because I track my periods on my, with a period tracking app on my phone. When I went back and looked at it, like, I was way later than I thought I was. So we were just completely shocked, blown away, had no idea, but had no idea. So 6 weeks and 3 days is when I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, it was a shock. And the only reason I did test was, like I said, I had missed inputting a period into my period tracking app. So like every month I put in when I start, and then it, you know, tells me, it predicts when my next period is going to be. And you know, I've been using the same app for years, for a couple years, so it's really accurate for me. Like it's always spot on when I actually do start. So I rely really heavily on that, and I forgot to input my period for, I think, the month of October. I forgot to input that period. So when I went to put my November period in, it thought that I had like this really super long cycle, which I didn't. I just forgot to put the period in. So it estimated my period to start. It estimated it further than what it should have been. So when I was looking at my app, it was saying I was like 3 days late, but in reality I was like over 9 days late. So it is what it is. That's what happened. Before actually testing, the only symptoms I had was, so actually I started feeling a little bit off Christmas Eve, and some of my family members had the stomach virus. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'm just getting a little bit sick. Maybe I'm just getting a little bit sick, which is why I was kind of feeling a little bit off, a little bit icky, not feeling the greatest. Thomas's parents and brother came over Christmas Eve to spend Christmas Eve with us. They spent the night with us so that they could be with us Christmas morning to watch the kids open presents. Well, they were drinking margaritas and Thomas was drinking a beer, and you know, usually I would also be drinking margaritas, but my stomach just felt off. So I'm like, no, I don't want any. I'm just not feeling the greatest. Didn't think anything about it. The next morning, Christmas Day, got up, they made coffee. I absolutely love my coffee. I have to have my coffee in the morning. And they made the coffee, and Thomas like made my cup and gave it to me. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not feeling very good. I just don't, coffee doesn't sound good. So I didn't drink any coffee. Still not thinking anything at all about it. So I'm like, okay, well, that's weird, and then I kind of still felt like in the afternoon, I kind of still felt bad. I was like, great, I'm like gonna get the stomach virus that they all had. So I went and I actually took a nap, like on Christmas Day, because I wasn't feeling good. So then that night, after, you know, everyone left, I'm like, well, I'm not feeling well. I looked at my phone app on my period, and it said I was like 2 to 3 days late. I was like 2 days late or something, which is normal. You know, when it does predict my period, it sometimes will be just a couple days off, which, you know, I just know to be on the lookout for it. I know it's coming. So being 2 days off isn't out of the realm of normal for me. So I didn't think much about it. So then I'm like, okay, well, and then I just messed around with like a due date calculator. I just put in my last period, which my last period was November 11th. So I put in my last period, and I put, you know, I clicked the estimated due date. So it said estimated due date August 17th, which would put me at 6 weeks and 2 days pregnant at that time. And like it said, approximate date of conception, November 25th. And we got married the night of, or at 12:01 on November 26th. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like at peak fertility that night. So that is what made me run out and get a test the very next morning. So November 26th, took the test, and it was, I can actually go grab it real quick. Okay, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see how flipping dark that test is. So this is the control line, and this is the pregnant line. So if I wasn't pregnant, this would be completely clear. There wouldn't be any line or anything on that one. So you can see how dark that line is. So that line, it showed up immediately, super, super dark. And from, you know, my experience with the pregnancy that I miscarried before Coralie and then the pregnancy with Coralie, you know, I'm used to getting super, super, super faint, barely can see it lines at first. And this thing was as dark as it possibly could be. So I was completely shocked. Like I said, and I was already 6 weeks, 3 days, and had absolutely no clue at all that I was pregnant. So that's kind of your life update. Feels so good to get that all off my chest. So because this was so long, if you have any questions, please leave them below. I want to get everybody caught up so everyone knows what's going on, and then I will start official pregnancy vlogs with my 13th week video, because like I said, I'll be 13 weeks tomorrow. So if I might actually stop this and go ahead and record my 13-week video, just because who knows when I'll have the time to actually do it. So alright, there's my big announcement. There's my big I'm back!